If someone told me these three ways to maintain consistency, I wouldn't have taken so many years trying to master the skill of consistency and maintaining it within my job and my personal life and my own physical health. At some point, when I feel like I don't get results after a while, I would just tell myself it's not working out and I would just stop altogether, even though those things made me happy and those things were helping me. I would just not see the point of it anymore and tell myself that it's not working out and I'm failing. And when I don't do it for a while, like let's say I skip a week, then I would just tell myself it's not working out, it's not my problem, I'm not being able to maintain consistency. Well, it was my problem. Hello, my name is Julie, and welcome back to my channel. And when we're talking about consistency, we're not just talking about it in our personal life, we're also talking about it in our jobs, in our physical health. Consistency matters everywhere you go, even in your dating life. You know that a good partner is a partner that's consistent, is a partner that's not going to give up and quit when things are not going right. Even if you're building something for yourself or you're starting your dream career, you're not going to get it right from the first time. And if you're going to quit the moment something bad happens or the moment you face a challenge, then you'll never be able to succeed in anything you put your mind to. So let's begin with the three ways. The first way is to show up. I used to always see it as I need to show up every day and give 100% to be better. But consistency is not about giving 100% all the time. There will be days that you can only give 10%, and there will be other days where you can give 50% or 80%. And that's the thing with consistency. It's not about doing your best and giving your best every single day, but rather it's about showing up and giving as much as you can. I love to exercise, but the thing is, sometimes I have high energy and I can kick my ass and hit my PRs, my maximum weights. But then there are other days that I'm just tired and I'm overwhelmed and I'm working all day. So I don't give my best, I don't give my 100%. I just do what I can do for that day. But I did not skip the session. I didn't stay home. I didn't quit. I just showed up and gave as much as I can, even if it wasn't 100%. Even in my healing, there were days that I would feel amazing and I would focus on my tools and I would talk to myself and deal with my emotions and focus on setting boundaries. But then there were other days that I just felt like shit and I was getting those negative thoughts. And instead of telling myself, no, you need to show up 100% every single day, you need to get it right. No, during those days, I would just take a break, allow myself not to think, and then deal with it the next day. Two, you need to understand that you will make mistakes, and therefore, you're not there to judge yourself on making mistakes. You're there to learn from your mistakes, and that's how you maintain consistency. See, if you're expecting to maintain consistency by doing everything great and not making mistakes, that's not gonna work. Because whatever you do, you're gonna end up failing. And that's okay. But when you make a mistake, what can you learn from it? What can you do better? Now let's talk about your physical health. You're trying to lose weight to become healthy. Now, while you're trying to lose weight, you take a week off, you don't work out, and you start eating junk food. And now you made a mistake. You were progressing, you were doing great, and suddenly you started binging and you stopped exercising for a week. You can either sit with yourself and tell yourself that you suck, that you failed, that you should quit, that you're not meant to be healthy, or you can tell yourself, what can I learn from this? I took a week off. I did things that I wasn't supposed to do. I didn't maintain consistency with my own exercise and my own diet. What can this tell me? Well, maybe you're going a bit too harsh on yourself, and you need to remind yourself that even though you're maintaining consistency, that doesn't mean that you don't give yourself breaks. That doesn't mean that you're not allowed to take a break from exercise or you're not allowed to enjoy some unhealthy food in moderation. Even within your job, you're gonna end up making mistakes within your job. But if every time you made a mistake, you just quit your job, you're never gonna have a job. Making mistakes is a part of life, and mistakes are there to teach us so we can learn from them. So instead of judging yourself for them, what can they teach you? And lastly, if you want to maintain consistency, you need to understand that you need to make your steps small. because consistency is not about intensity, it's about momentum. Let's say you want to lose 10 kilograms of weight. Well, if you're telling yourself that you need to lose them within a month or within 2 months, you might end up being so intense on yourself that even if you did lose them, the moment you hit your goal, you go back to not being healthy and you gain the weight right back. Another example is when you're trying to build confidence. Confidence is not going to come in one day. You need to take small steps to build that confidence. And that confidence needs to be built within your job, within your family, within your friends. If you try to build your confidence by faking it until you make it, which means that from day one, you're just telling yourself, here I am, I'm confident, and you're showing that to the world, there's a high chance that within some time you no longer feel confident, something happens, you face a challenge, and you go back to step one. Take 2 steps forward, and then suddenly you see yourself taking 3 steps back because you realize that you were faking that confidence, that you haven't learned how to maintain the skill of building your confidence. And now you're back in step one because you don't feel confident anymore. Consistency is not about taking big steps because the moment you take big steps, there's a high chance that you burn out from how huge these steps are and how intense you're taking them and in such a short time. So, if you want to maintain consistency, make sure that you show up, you learn from your mistakes, and you take small steps as opposed to huge steps. But let me know in the comments below what has helped you maintain consistency in your life. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.